Hello guys, Dusty here with another YouTube pickup video. Yeah, so it looks like you guys like the shorter format videos, according to like analytics and stuff. So, yeah, I'm just gonna keep on doing these ones, because I feel like, at least for me, they would be a little bit easier to digest than like my hour freaking, and I bought this, and I bought this, and I bought that, and I bought the other thing. So yeah, we're just gonna do like a couple pickups each video, and we're gonna go from there. So, to get started, we have pickups that I completely forgot existed. Yeah, I completely forgot I bought these. And I just found them while I was cleaning my car. So, apparently I got them sometime last month, like mid-last month. So, yeah. And they're incredibly forgettable pickups. So, we're just gonna kind of hammer through them. First off, we picked up Crash Twinsanity. Wasn't sure if I had it or had it complete or had it in decent shape. Turns out, I believe this one's in decent shape anyway. Let's check quick. It has quite a few scratches on it. Probably would play though, but I wouldn't bet my life on it. We got Crash Twinsanity. Paid the same price at the same place for them. But yeah, this one's in, I believe, a little bit better condition. So, good to have anyway, nonetheless. Yeah, this will go ahead and go in the collection, and this will be in the duplicates. So, yay! In the battle of games, this one has raised the supreme victor. I believe, unless, yeah, I believe this one's case is much better, too. Oh, these are variants, aren't they? Oh, yeah, so I guess I'm keeping both of them. As you can see, this one is part of a set, and this one is not part of a set. So, yeah, they're different. So, I guess these will both be going on the shelf. Because I am psychotic and collect, like, every freaking... Like, guys, I have how many copies of New Super Mario Bros. Wii now? It's insane. But I liked to collect every version of everything. That's the way I am. That's the way I operate. And yeah, it's just the way I roll. So, next up, we got Sonic Heroes. If you know why I picked up another copy of Sonic Heroes Greatest Hits on the PlayStation 2, you tell me in the comments, because I just think I'm losing it. I'm buying this game on a regular basis. It's not even in perfect condition. Like, there's a little bit of damage down there. There's a little bit of damage on the surface of the disc. But yeah, it was $2. So I'm pretty sure this is one identical to what I owned before, but we'll have to check, because sometimes the variants can be where you at least expect them. Speaking of variants too, I'm planning on doing an episode of variants on the Game Boy original, but I did get my replacement Game Boy screen protector for this red Game Boy, and I'm 99.9% sure that they use these just standard ones. But the thing with these ones is the text is a little bit bigger on these reproduction ones than the regular ones. So if you're ever buying like these cheapo reproduction ones from like eBay or Banggood or Amazon or anything like that, just give you forewarning, it's not going to look 100% original. So yeah, but that's okay, because I want somebody to be able to tell the difference, just in case if it comes out of my possession somehow. I don't want somebody to think they're getting an original thing, or if I want to sell this thing off, I can remember, oh yeah, that has a different screen protector on it. Yeah, basically, it's just to let people know it's not an original part. Which is okay with me, because, it functions now, and I can actually use it as a original Game Boy. So next up, we've got, for the PlayStation, kind of an exciting pickup, because I did not have this before. I believe I did not have this before anyway. I may look down here and be like, oh yeah, I have 12 of them. But we got Pac-Man World 2. That's why I need to finish my database of all my games. But we got Pac-Man World 2 for the PlayStation 2. That's the console that this is. So yeah, pretty cool, pretty nice thing to add to the collection. Then we've got Outlaw Golf 2, because I've heard the Outlaw Golf games are actually fairly good. So yeah, might go ahead and give them a try, but I figure might as well, right? Since I know Business17 recommends the crap out of them. I think I saw the Game Grumps play them at one point. So yeah, pretty freaking sweet stuff right there. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3 different games there. Okay, so then we got, of course, Super Dragon Ball Z. Does not have the manual with it though, but it does have the disc. By the way, each of these were $1.99. Don't know if I mentioned that, but each of these were $1.99. So yeah, it's a game that I didn't have, so now I'm happy to go ahead and have that. And then we've got Jak X Combat Racing. So that's pretty cool. and it was both $4 and $2 at the same time. Don't know how that happened, but yeah. Hopefully they charged me $2, or else I'm going to be very sad. But yeah, it only came with the disc itself, though, and I don't even think this is an original... No, this is an original PlayStation case, but it might have been a later release Greatest Hits where they didn't put the memory card holder in. But now, guys, you may think of this as just, you know, some regular Joe Schmo game, but this is kind of important. This is kind of important for a very specific, not very particular reason. Well, very particular, I suppose. Guys, this is my 1,000th console game. I now own 1,000, like, portable and, you know, home console included, no PC or anything like that. And, you know, including duplicates too. So I don't think I want to count this again. And I may have miscounted, but yeah, this to my count is my 1,000th console game. So very, very happy about that. I've now hit 1,000. I think that's like the top, like closer to the top tier of like YouTuber collection status or something like that, with all the stats and whatnot. Doing the arm thing there. But yeah, 1,000 console games. Freaking insane. Not all quality, but that's okay, because they exist. Alrighty then. So next up, we've got a pickup from eBay.com. Yeah, we've been looking for one of these things for... When did the PlayStation Portable come out? Because ever since the PlayStation Portable came out, my neighbor got one like right when it came out, and I freaking loved the thing. It was so freaking awesome. Specifically this game right here, Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories. This isn't a pickup from this video. This is a pickup from videos ago from the Goodwill. But yeah, Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories, used to play that game all the freaking time. And also SmackDown vs. Raw 2009, which this is actually the original case of SmackDown vs. Raw 2009 that he had, but it has Scrabble in it, for some inexplicable reason. Maybe because he switched the games around, and yeah, whatever. But, by the way, if you're watching, I have this, so it's yours. Anyway, that exists right there. So yeah, that being said, PlayStation Portable. I've been looking for one for a very, very long time. I figured, okay, you know what, I'm gonna bite the bullet on this one. And it was kind of a funny story on the auction, actually. I was just like, okay, so if you don't know how eBay auctions work, basically, the counter goes down until the auction ends, right? Well, you basically go, like, for the last 5 seconds, that's usually when people place their bids, because, you know, it's the most accurate time. It's your most logical time to place a bid, since, because if you place a bid, it takes about a second to register that bid. So it takes somebody more than 4 seconds by rights to place in another bid. Well, specifically 3 seconds, because if they place that other bid, it takes a second for them to actually put down that bid, at least, and then it takes another second for that bid to register. But there is a little bit of, I think eBay just added this like in the past few years, but there's a little bit of flex time between where the auction counter hits 0 and when you can place bids, I've noticed. So I usually place at like 1 second, then there absolutely cannot be. If it's like an item I really don't care about winning and I'm benevolent to this. This is what I did with that, and I raised the auction from $70 to $71. So for the sake of simplicity, we're going to call this $70. What did we get for $70? Well, for starters, we got this PlayStation Portable case. This is the gem of it. Actually, seriously though, this is a really nice case. I would use this for holding my PlayStation Portable. Even though I think it's a generic, like really generic one, it's really nice, like PSP labeled buttons, everything like that. And I've got to hurry up because I might run out of memory on the camera. But in here, lo and behold, PSP 3001 model. Absolutely fantastic. It does have some surface scratching on it, but that's to be expected when you're paying, you know, sub $60 for the console itself, because the rest of the stuff, this came with much more stuff that we're going to get to. But yeah, we got the console itself. It does boot on. Boot on? What? And it also does hopefully play the game that's in here. I had shot this video once before, and I spent like 5 minutes trying to get this game to work. But yeah, it does work. And the first game that came with was Little Big Planet, and that was just the game and I believe, yeah, right here, the manual. So it only had the game and manual for Little Big Planet, unfortunately, but very happy to have Little Big Planet and a PlayStation Portable. So that is going to go on the game shelf. We're going to move the red Game Boy Advance, and oh, it feels so freaking good, guys. Like, it feels really freaking good to put a a PSP on the portable game console shelf, because I'll finally be able to pick that up and play it. But anyway, we also got with this auction, we got this little 5-volt charger. It's an official Sony one. By the way, the battery in there is an official Sony 1200 milliamp hour one. I just have never really trusted the cheapo ones, so I'm not going to get like a 2400 like cheapo one. Then we got, this is actually pretty cool. It's a set of composite cables for the PlayStation Portable. Now, I will never probably use these because I have a set of component cables for the PlayStation Portable. But yeah, the reason, one of the big reasons I bought one now is because I'm eventually going to want to play the original Persona. And the only way I own the original Persona is in PSP form. So, since I don't want to go and spend like $200 on a good condition copy, well, not 200, but like 120 or so on a good condition copy of Persona, Revelations Persona on the PlayStation 1. Then, particularly since apparently PlayStation consoles like to chew on discs, I just, you know, if you didn't watch my last pickup video, by the way, that's what I'm talking about, but yeah, kind of sucky. The situation all around there. But we also got, and I gotta really hurry up because my camera's running out of memory really quickly. We got the original manual for the console, we got the index for the console, basically, we got the quick start guide for the console, and we got a warranty card thing for the console. We also got a copy of Midnight Club, which I wouldn't even put within 10 feet of the console because it is so scratched. And since PlayStation Portables are very sensitive, I do not want to put a scratched game in my PlayStation Portable. We also got the Karate Kid here, which is an interesting little UMD movie. I didn't own one of these before, so now I do own a UMD movie, which is actually like a $7 value in the sales. Like, this package adds up to be like really worth the money I spent. But then it also came with 4 games that I had already put down here last time I did this. So don't look if you want to be surprised. Okay, so for starters, we've got a copy of FIFA Soccer 2010. Nobody really freaking cares because it is absolutely broken. As you can see right there, it just straight up fell out and is being scratched on my floor as we speak. So yeah, not best designed Sony, but this is an example of a broken UMD. And it wasn't like I was planning on playing FIFA Soccer 2010 anyway. So yeah, we got that game with this lot. Then next we got ourselves Toy Story 3, not too exciting, but it did come with the game manual. Good condition. What more can a man ask for besides another game besides Toy Story 3 for the PlayStation Portable? Then next we got Burnout Legends, which is actually really freaking fun from what I played of it. I played a little bit of it, and it is A-OK in my book. It is fantastic fun. So, yay. Then next we got... last but not least, of course, we got Ape Escape on the Loose, which is, you know, a really freaking fun, from what I hear, game. Once again, I haven't played this one yet, but I've heard this game is very fun, and I'm very happy to have it in the collection. So yeah, that pretty much concludes this pickup video from as far as I can see. I don't think there's really much else to say, besides I'm so freaking happy to have a freaking PSP finally on my portable console game shelf right here. Guys, I'm just going to show you this right here. This, sorry about the shaky cam. Look at this. Looks nice right there, doesn't it? I think you can see it. Let's move this back a little bit. Yeah, pretty freaking cool. But anyway, this has been Dusty. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Take it easy.